The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Dear listener, thank you, Mr. George Galloway. And thank you, Mr. George Galloway's delightful family, for bringing an air of class, and one of them was actually the Batman, a sense of security previously unknown in this location. Dear listener, this is the Late Night... That was a good little music cut there from me. Well done. This is the Late Night Alternative on Friday. And, God damn it, guys, we are declaring independence from the thugs, the mindless drones that run Talk Radio. The Late Night Alternative is declaring independence. We are going to be, along with your help, guys, a free state, separate from the fascist bully boys that are running this place. Katherine, are you with me?
Well, I am, until they march in here and tell us to pipe down and do what we're told.
They can kiss my chuddies. I am tempted to push that sofa against... In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Well,
Katherine,
how will I get out?
Well, don't worry about that. Well, I want you to show the periscope as I'm doing this. So that's it. We're going to move the sofa in front of the studio door.
It's a fire hazard.
Don't do much about that. It's a Vive la Revolution. We're in. You can bugger off. There we go.
Where are we going to go to the toilet?
There's a waste paper bin here. I'm going to empty. We've got a waste paper bin. Going to empty that. Empty that. This is for toilets. This is for our toilets. This is happening, Katherine. I'm not messing around. This is not one of those silly half-arsed radio pranks. This show is now indeed... What have you found? A broken bong. Magic cigarettes. Wow. I'm really out of breath from pushing that sofa along. I'm really out of breath from doing that. The show is now an independent state. If you're with me, 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. If you're against me, 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. I don't know how you can be against me. Alan, you're with us, aren't you?
Viva la Revolution!
Viva la Revolution, Alan Caddick!
Oh, feel good to be part of a revolution.
Oh, God, it
Big
feels...
up the communists!
It feels... What? Sorry, what?
Big up the communists!
Well, hang on a second. Catherine, did I say we were going to be communists?
No, certainly not.
I don't think we're going to be...
Because they started the revolution.
Well, I think revolutions happen, in capitalism, in communism. I think, I've not yet decided which way our political flag will fly. So I don't know if we're necessarily going to be communists.
Whichever way the flag flies, it will be Ian's way. I think we can guarantee that.
It's my flag.
Not communards.
Yeah, well, vive la communards. That's not bad, actually. What was the communards' big hit?
Don't leave me this way.
Don't leave me this way. Oh, baby! I like the communards.
And one of them was on Strictly, and he's a reverend.
Yes, he was the Reverend Richard
Coles.
Richard Coles, that's the fella. He was. He is a reverend, but I don't think he's a proper reverend.
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
I think isn't he slightly one of those? It's not like he couldn't go into a normal church and do a prayer.
He absolutely could.
I don't.
He's
think,
Anglican, isn't he?
I don't think he is. I think he's Mickey Mouse. I think he's a Mickey...
better just check this.
I think he's a Mickey
Mouse.
Mouse.
He's a Church of England priest.
I don't know. I don't think he is.
He is.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's not. He couldn't, for example, marry people.
Yes, he could.
He wouldn't be allowed to baptise a baby.
Yes, he can.
Well, yeah, no, if that's necessarily the case, I don't think he's a proper one.
What makes you doubt it?
I'm sure I read an article somewhere that said he got it off the internet.
We might have that Simpsons episode where Homer Simpson became a priest.
Could be that Simpsons episode where Homer Simpson became a priest. It could. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, Alan.
Yeah.
It could be what I'm thinking of. Anyway, tonight is the night when two become one. I need your love like I never needed love before, Alan.
Gonna make love to you, baby.
I had a little love, now I'm back for more.
Gonna love you, baby.
Set your spirit free. It's the
only way to be.
You go on. I'll tell you what we'll do. You sing a Spice Girl song, and I'll do the backing vocals on yours, Alan. That seems only fair.
I'm giving you everything, for my joy and bring. This I swear.
This I swear.
I'm filling you on my love. What you promise me, you'll be there.
I'll say you'll be there. I want you to sing it with me.
This time, when two are together, you can see what happened before.
Ah.
And if put two and two together, you can see how I'm wanting some more. Does anybody say you love me? Gonna make you understand.
I'll give you everything on this, I swear. Just promise you'll always be there. Hey!
I'm giving you everything, more than joy can bring. This I swear.
Oh, this I swear.
Lord, I promise me, what you promise me, you'll be there.
Yeah, I want you.
Can't do the harmonica bit.
No, I think we've battered that one into the ground somewhat, Alan. Alan,
and I'm getting some abuse from Periscope from Nigel.
Well, Nigel, get stuffed.
He dropped the F-bomb.
Well, right. Well, here's the thing, right, Nigel. You're giving abuse to the General of the Army of the Late Night Alternative, General Iain Caddick. Alan, you have full permission from me to use military force up to and including nuclear bombs to defend this show, this studio,
and
Kath. And if anyone's rude to you on Twitter...
ready to phone in!
Right, phone in then, Nigel, you loser, because you're dealing with General Iain Caddick, who has got his finger on the button. On my red button. Oh, that's where his finger is. He's not calling in, Alan. I don't see anybody calling in. No one else is calling in.
I think they're all scared of me because I got my finger on the trigger.
Yeah, well, he's got a trigger and he's got a button. Alan, you go on Periscope and you nuke them if you need to, buddy.
Oh, thank you for coming on board now.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. I didn't get that last bit, and to be honest, I lost interest about 4 minutes ago. But Alan is... Right, let's write this down. So, General Alan Caddick. What do you want to be?
Me? I'd like to be... can I be the head of the secret police?
Oh, yes, mate, yes! Head of secret police is Kath.
I also want the power to do anything that I want.
Well, you're the head of secret police, you got it.
Any means necessary.
I think just to avoid confusion in this coup, that's what it is, guys. It's a coup, it's a revoluzione. We have moved, if you don't believe me, we've barricaded ourselves in. I don't know if you can see that. We might need some more.
Shall I demonstrate?
Just put the light on. Put that light on, because I want people to see. And we'll leave it on because we're going to. No, there we go. We've barricaded ourselves in, guys. This is happening. So far, this is what we've got. We've got the head of the secret police is Katherine Boyle, General Alan Caddick, and I've given him full permission to use anything up to and including the ultimate weapon, and that is one of his farts. And I think just to avoid confusion, we'll have that extension,
I
Liz.
just thinking that, handy.
Just to avoid confusion, I think I'm going to make myself king. Just because then we all know where we stand.
King?
Yeah, king. King Iain Lee.
I think that's a bit low for you.
No.
Supreme leader.
No. I like to keep it old school, Kath. And I know what you're saying, Supreme Leader. I know what you're saying.
But are we talking old school king, though? Divine right, absolute power.
Yeah.
Yeah, no presidents involved here.
And by the way, when she says absolute power, she means after we finish this show at 1 o'clock, we are driving to Golden Square and we are taking over Absolute Radio. We'll start with Absolute 80s, because they'll be all a bit fey. Then we'll leave Absolute 90s until last. We'll do Absolute 80s, Absolute Classic Rock.
We'll get them when they're in the chill-out room.
Yeah, we go. Absolute and then Absolute 90s. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. So we're going to take over everything, guys. If you want to be part of this, you better start phoning now, because this really is going to be one of the hottest nights on the Revolution calendar. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to watch us on Periscope, I'm advertising live nudes. I hate to say it. That's clickbait, and you fell for it.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
You can, of course, call in about anything you want tonight, but tonight there is one thing in the air, and it's the smell of revolution and the smell of burning hair. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. You can Skype Late Night Alternative, one word. And just a quick tip, if I say online that I'm not doing a show tonight or there's no Periscope, ignore that. I'm just doing that because we've got those kids that are trolling us, and it's just a little bit annoying. That's all it is. But it turns out every time I say I'm not on air or there's no Periscope, they ignore us for that night. So... hello, Sally. Friend or foe?
Oh, I'm a friend.
Prove it.
Can I be head of your Central Intelligence Service, please?
Sensual Intelligence? Head of Sensual Intelligence?
That sounds like a rival to my secret police.
Well...
I'm sure I like that.
I'd like to keep Kath on her toes. So, hang on a second. So, you want to be the head of... What did you want to be?
Central... Well, like the CIA.
Okay. Right, and Kath, you want to be the head of the secret police? Okay.
Which is more like FBI, really.
Wowzers.
Wow, don't step on my toes if this is my case.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Imagine I'm Richard Branson. No, not him. Did you see there was a weird montage of pictures in the paper of Richard Branson holding women over his shoulder?
Yeah.
Bums up in the air. Do you see that? And you do wonder, I wonder, why is he, that's a strange pose that he's been taking there with supermodels and pop stars. Okay, Katherine, I'm Thea Pathetis from the Dragon's Den. I invented hummus. For 2 years, my wife believed that he made his money from inventing hummus.
When I was first pregnant, I used to call my unborn child Theo.
Oh.
Theo the fetus.
Well done. You see, they've got because all the original dragons have gone now, right? But they've got a bloke. I watched 2 episodes of this new series of Dragon Den.
Tuka Sullivan.
I thought it was Theo Paphitis. He looks exactly like Theo Paphitis. It's a weird but I'd like to. I would love one of the ex-dragons, one of the ones who's not got as much money as they used to, Duncan Bannatyne after the divorce, coming in and saying, "Hello, dragons. I've got an idea. You give me my job back on Dragon's Den,
Where's he been?
And I will give you for £50,000 a year, and I will give you 25% of my ass." And they go, "Well, Duncan." Peter Jones says, "Well, Duncan. It's an interesting offer. I've got quite a lot of experience in this field. I am a dragon, the only surviving member."
I'd be willing to go halves with Deborah.
Yeah.
Well, Duncan. Yes, I'd want 50% of your ass. If I'm coming into your ass, I want 50% of it.
That's too far.
Is that too far? Katherine,
Yeah.
Produce me then. Katherine, produce me. Okay. But here's the thing. No, I can't allow it, I'm afraid, because we've got the head of secret police.
But I could always use a henchman.
But police is more FBI. CIA is more intelligence.
I'll let you sort this one out.
I have a far-reaching...
A little bit awkward.
I have a far-reaching remit, I'm afraid. You're going by Western standards. We're not. We're not playing by those rules anymore.
By the way, Kath, do you need to do a toilet? Because I've got the bucket here if you need to do a toilet.
Not yet. You know
Okay.
about it. There'd be glitter and rainbows everywhere.
Here's what I'm going to suggest, Sally, and I hope, please don't take this the wrong way. I want you to take this in the way it's intended. Kath, as the head of my secret police, could you take Sally away and give her a good torturing?
Sally, how do you feel about that as a person?
Could you torture her, please, and find out what she knows?
I can disappear her for a bit.
Would that be... Would that be... OK, Sally, you're disappeared.
Oh.
There we go. And it's that simple. It really is
She
that
loves
simple.
it.
Here's the thing, guys. This isn't a joke. We're not doing a piece. This isn't us thinking, how are we going to win next year's award?
No.
I know, let's start doing some themed shows. No, it's not that at all. No, God, no. This is a proper... I've moved a sofa.
Yeah, I'm taking names.
We found an extension lead under that sofa that's going to go home with one of us.
And a load of roaches and rizzlers.
This is serious. This is serious. Only phone up if you're playing seriously. Dredge is on the line. Dredge will take it seriously. Good evening, Good evening, Dredge.
This is Officer Dredge speaking. Officer Dredge reporting. Sir, is that right?
Well, I don't know. What are you an officer of? The Le?
Well, I don't know. Are you the head of the?
Jesus, is anyone listening to the show? I'm the king.
Oh, you're the king.
I'm the king of the late night alternatives.
Do you want to go under Alan Caddick?
I'd rather not.
Okay, well, Alan Caddick is the general of the army, right?
What am I then?
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what you are. You've just phoned up and said you're an officer of the Le.
No, an officer, as in an army officer. That was what I was sort of driving at.
That means you're under Caddick.
Yeah. All right, here we go, right? This is how dumb you are, Dredge. You have not only volunteered for the army, you volunteered to have Alan Caddick as your boss. Whenever we're asked to, people ask us to evaluate on a scale of 1 to 10 our own beauty, we always downplay it a bit. So we might kind of think, maybe I'm a 7. We'll go, I'm a 5.5, maybe a 6. You've done that with your social standing, John.
Here's the thing. I've been doing some investigating into you, Dredge. I happen to know you wear glasses.
You're absolutely right, yeah.
Which means you're part of the intelligentsia.
Yes.
But what I think you should do is drive to Absolute Radio.
Yeah, that's happening.
Go into Absolute Radio 80s.
We have this bin for toilets. That's coming with us.
Well, they might not let you in if you're carrying that.
Oh no, they will.
let us in.
I still know the guy on the door.
I can be very,
Yeah.
very, very persuasive with my tickling stick.
Oh, I've been letting that building within the last... When did I leave that? I left that 6 years ago. I've been in that building since, on my own. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
But what I would do is I would go into Absolute 80s, take it over, and only play 90s records. And once you've done that,
would confuse.
infiltrate Absolute 90s.
Yes.
Infiltrate Absolute 90s, only play 80s records.
You're going to infiltrate it,
Right,
eh?
what do you think about this?
I like it.
Well,
I like it.
can I sound a note of caution?
This is messing with their heads.
Well, or ours.
Yes.
He wears glasses.
Oh.
They're not to be trusted,
Hey.
these liberal elite.
Wow, hang on a second. Right, bearing in mind I just made an off-colour joke that probably will get an Ofcom upheld. You're now into eugenics. You're doing proper discrimination.
But do you know-
Reel back.
No, but do you know that there have been dictators who've rounded up everyone who wore glasses because they thought that they were the intelligentsia?
Yes, I know. I know that they did it in China. They executed them all. We can't execute everyone that wears glasses.
I'm not saying execute
You wear
them.
glasses.
Shh.
You're a specky Becky. John, I tell you what, I've got a special position for you, John.
That sounds dodgy.
Yeah, don't you worry.
It's not Andrew Allen, is it?
No, well, it could be. You're going to be my court jester.
That sounds good, yeah, I can deal with that.
Go on then, entertain me, monkey.
Not the monkeys again.
Okay, I like that. I like that. That's dry alternative comedy. I like that.
As soon as he's out of favour, though.
Oh, God, yeah. 0344 499 1000, Skype, late night alternative. All one word. Good evening, Angela.
Good evening, Iain and Katherine. I'm sorry about that. No, I like to be into you guys. No.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for something
I like to
explosive
be
to happen.
I like to be into you guys because I'm good at technology, so I thought I'd like to be a spy on that.
Oh, you want to be a technology spy?
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Cybercrime, how modern.
We need this. Okay, let me ask you a few questions. Have you ever hacked into the Pentagon?
Maybe.
Is the correct answer.
Yes. Okay. Kath, you got any questions for her? Technology spy?
What's your highest score at Tekken?
Quite high.
Okay.
This is all looking good.
Okay. Have you got an email address?
Maybe.
Wow, this is brilliant. Angela, you're our tech spy. What we need you to do is we need you to...
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, please do.
You know this email address that you might have? Might it be Hotmail or might it be Gmail?
Neither.
It's a Yahoo. It's a Yahoo, isn't it? You're a yahoo.co.uk.
Maybe.
There we go. Angela, you got the gig. What we need you to do is we need you to make... we need 20,000 life-size robot bees that can be operated by remote control. We're going to need those to defend the radio studio when the squares from the fascist talk radio government come and try and force us out of here. So we're going to need 20,000 life-size killer robot bees within the next by 11:30, if at all possible. We're going to need you to hack into talk sports frequency and get the listeners from there, because they've got literally 10 times the listeners this show has. We need to get them over here and diverted. And also, is there any way that you can get me Netflix, but like from all around the world?
I could give it a go, the Talk Sports one, but the Netflix might be a problem.
Okay, well...
You have to have your email or your special account,
Yes.
your bank account.
What I'm hearing... I'm going to stop you there because I'm the king. What
Yes.
I'm hearing is problems, not solutions.
Not problems, but...
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. She's off.
I'll give her 6 weeks, if that.
She's out. She's gone. I'm not having that. No. I'm not having that.
Want me to sort it?
Harsh, but yeah, I find it thrilling, the fact that I can order people to be disappeared. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This is the late night alternative with me, Iain Lee, her Catherine Boyle, on Talk Radio for now, and with our friends at Time to Change. But I guess what we can do is we can change the name of the radio station between 10 and 1 Monday to Friday. We can do that because we're independent. So what we need, we need people to work and serve us, work for us. We need that, any role. And even if you are a pleb, and you know you're a pleb, that's fine. We need plebs. We need people low down the food chain. We need bottom wipers and things like that. So that can be you, or it can be someone highfalutin. 0344 499 1000. We're going to need a new name for this radio station. Because we are independent from the fascists at Talk Radio. 0344 499 1000. I'm Iain Lee. This is the Late Night Alternative. Long live the revolution!
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Here's one law I'm going to pass. Right? It's going to be illegal for the stars of Gogglebox to appear in adverts during Gogglebox that are done in the style of Gogglebox, right? We were watching Gogglebox, and then Gogglebox went for a break, but then Gogglebox came back on. I'm thinking, this is weird. It's Gogglebox, but it's a little bit different. And then in the bottom it says advertisement. So it's Gogglebox in Gogglebox. This is like super meta, and I only just found out what meta meant 2 days ago. I've been saying
You've been using it a lot,
because it's a really intelligent word, and I kind of know where it would go, but now I know what it means. What do you think it means?
I know exactly what it means.
Go on, bet you don't.
Yeah, it's in it's like the box within the box. So if we were doing meta is kind of in.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. It means, it's even more obvious than that. It means self-referential.
Yeah.
Shut up! You said a box within a box!
No.
Yes, you did!
I know I did, but what I meant was that.
You just said a box. Oh, yeah, meta means a box within a box. It's from mete. No.
I never said that.
No. It means self-referential.
Yeah. So if we're doing like a show within a show.
Like a wheel within a wheel.
Never ending or beginning.
Never ending heel.
Anyway, shush.
You better make it good, Hannah.
Lima Charlie to the King of the Revolution.
Oh, say it with a bit of passion, Jesus.
Long live the revolution.
There we go. Well, I don't want the revolution to live for long. I want it to be brief and bloody, and I just want new normal service to resume, that we are an independent state. We will have our own flag, we'll have our own logo. This logo behind me will be gone, be replaced by whatever it is. We will have, the radio station will have its own name. We will still obviously get paid by our paymasters here. That's going to take a long time to sort that out. I'm reckoning another 4 or 5 years at least. But that's how I see things going. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to be Officer of Defence.
Right. All right. First of all, are you? And secondly, well, what does that mean?
Well, I'm going to help protect you, the revolution, and Kadonk. What? No.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hello there. Yes. Hello.
Yes.
I can't hear you. Is she there?
Yes.
Hello, Hannah.
Hello.
Hannah.
Revolution.
Hello, Hannah.
Can you hear me?
Can she hear me? Can you? You can't hear.
Who?
I can.
Hello, Hannah. 1, 2, 3. It says you're on my screen. It says you're there, but we can't hear you.
Is this plugged in?
I can hear you.
She's gone.
She's gone. Okay. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone if you want to give us a call.
3.
Let's go to Chuck. Good evening, Chuck. Let's hope we don't lose you like we lost Hannah. What have you got for us, Chuck?
Howdy, cowboy there.
Hello, Chuck. Do you want to be part of the revolution?
Well, I'm wondering whether you need some foreign in K.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we could do with some foreigners, yes.
Right, well, you think shut up, Hannah, I will bloody hear you.
Hang on a minute,
Can you hear her?
Can you hear her? Is she still there?
I'll wipe your bum.
Right, Chuck?
Yeah?
Can you hear Hannah?
I can hear her loud and clear, karaoke, I'm not fine.
Can you really hear her? Because it says...
Lima Charlie to you.
Is she talking now?
I think she might have just hung up, goddamn.
Okay.
Over.
So...
Oh, no, she's back.
Okay, right, what is she saying? Because we can't hear her.
She said, up your bum, and, Hannah, what do you want to say?
Up your bum.
And she says, up your bum again. That's 2 up your bums. Probably 1 for you and 1 for Kath.
Is there a position to wipe people's bum holes?
She says if there's a position to wipe people's bum holes...
There isn't. There really isn't. There is no such position as that. Well, can you tell her to hang up, please?
Can you please hang up?
Toilet roll.
Hang up, Hannah, can you please hang up, please?
What's she saying now?
I think she just hung up.
Okay, that's great. What a strange... We don't want people like that in
Definitely not. Let me add her to
but
my
you,
list.
But you want people like me, though, goddamn.
Oh, yes, we do, Chuck. Yes, we blooming well do. So what are you going to be? How are you going to benefit us?
Well, I'm thinking we could expel a Trump cartel, maybe.
That's...
Maybe go undercover in the establishment over here with the United States of America, actually.
I think you could be very, very useful to us as a double agent.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ringing on the secure line. I've learned all about that. Maybe I could be a little spy for you.
Okay, we could do with a little spy, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Where do you think you could go spying for us, Chuck?
Where could we embed you?
Well, let's put it this way, John Wayne. I'm currently stood outside the White House in Dallas.
There's one in Dallas, is there?
Yep. The United States President can see him through his window.
What's he doing?
He looks like he's on a rowing machine, actually. With his shirt off.
So it's a low window, is it?
That's why there's only one story, John Wayne, in the White House.
Okay. But still, you can see him on a rowing machine.
Yeah,
wouldn't that have to be quite a high... Could you put a rowing machine on a table?
No, I can just see his fleshy torso going back and forth. Quite sweaty, actually, John Wayne. Puffing and a panting. So if I can get this close to Donald Trump, then maybe I might be able to get it all the way inside.
Okay, this is it. This is what I want you to do.
All right.
Before the end of the show tonight, I want a report from inside the White House. Can you do it?
I'm sure I can pull a few strings.
Well, I've got strings. Do you want me to pull them for you?
Go on, then.
I'm pulling them.
Oh. Yeah, I can get inside, don't you worry.
You think you think you could actually get inside the White House?
I tell you, there's hardly barely anybody here. I could just wander in through the front door if I like, but, yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, I tell you what. You do your best. You see if you can get in to the White House and come back with a report later on.
Okay.
Okay?
Righty-o, then.
Thank you very much for calling. Well, this is really is turning into something else, isn't it? This is something
Love it when a plan comes together.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I had the most fun today. I had my boys. I'm so tired. I've had 3.5 hours sleep since we last spoke. Was up at just gone 7 to be with my boys, and a busy day. We had to go and buy them some clothes because they will not stop growing. And then we came into town, and I parked here, and they popped in here very briefly and saw all of the people from John Holmes' show. I don't know any of them, so it was weird for everybody. Suddenly, there's me and my 2 kids and
all looking at people.
Well, no, they weren't looking at people. They were being very shy. And then we went to Nando's, and then we went to see The Stick Man at the Leicester Square Theatre. And then we did some other bits and pieces. And then we had the best conversation for about an hour about time travel. There's 2 boys, 7 and 5, right? And like a generation almost 40 years ago to the day, just under 40 years, they were really confused and let down by the ending of Superman the movie. You remember this, Lois Lane dies, and Superman makes an unethical, immoral decision to go back in time just to save the bird that he fancies, right? That's it. He's wrong. He shouldn't have done it. First of all, he shouldn't have done it. And secondly, I don't really know if Superman doing time travel is canon. I don't know enough about the Superman universe, but I don't know if Superman flying fast enough is canon. One of you geeks is going to have to hit me up with the stats on that one. But also it means that in any Superman film, he goes, I didn't like the way that ended. I'm just going to fly around the Earth, make it spin the opposite direction, and I'll be back and sort it. So it's stupid. And so they were confused by it. And my 5-year-old said, Daddy, when Superman flew back in time to save Lois Lane, was everybody else the same? I said, what do you mean? He said, well, was everybody else still dead? I said, no. Right? I don't know how far he flew back. I think it was like a couple of hours. I'm not sure. I said, everybody that died in those couple of hours came back to life. Right? They didn't die. They didn't die. They're alive. Okay. Now, that means, and I said to them, if you ever get the chance to time travel, you can't do it to save people's lives, because that is wrong. And then we had this brilliant conversation for about an hour where we were talking about time travel as though we were just off to buy a time travel machine and we wanted to sort out the ground rules before we got it home.
The right thing to do.
So my eldest is then going, he said something, and I said, dude, he said, if you go back in time, can you meet yourself? I said, dude, you don't want to do that, because then then you're going to get a paradox. He said, what? I said, then you're going to get a paradox.
How old is this kid again?
7.
Okay.
So if you go back in time and meet yourself, that's going to cause a whole chain of events that means you might... Anyway, we ended up with this scenario. We're on a bus, and I said, OK, let's talk about paradoxes. Imagine you went back in time 40 years to before your mum was born, and you killed your grandpa and your grandmother, right? What would happen? And I said, I don't know. They'd be dead. I said, yeah. But your mum hasn't been born. And you could see this little light bulb going through. Oh. So, if she's not been born, then I wouldn't be born. I said, right. Yeah. So, if you've not been born, who went back in time to kill your grandparents? Head exploded. And my youngest is going, yeah, I think I get it. I said, no, you don't, son. I've spent 44 years on this earth trying to work this out, and I can't get my head around it, Captain. But it's going to keep you awake at night. It's a great fun game to play. I've never felt prouder of a dad. And then my eldest said, OK, what happens if I went back in time to the war and got killed in the war? I said, well, then you're stuck in a time loop. I said, what do you mean? I said, well, let's look at it this way.
It's classic.
You're 7 years old. It's 2017. You go back to 1940, you fight in World War II. You last 6 months because you're small, right? But you get killed in 1941.
I think you're being generous.
Well,
there.
You get killed in 1941. What happens? He said, well, I don't know. I said, I'll tell you what happens. 1941. The world carries on. 1942 becomes 1943, becomes 1950, 1980, 2000. And you get born again in 2010. He said, oh, all right, so I get born again. Yeah. He said, so I'm immortal. I said, no. Because you get born again in 2010. And as time goes on, you get to 7 years of age, and you have to then go back in a time machine to back to 1940. You always will. You will always go back in time. You cannot stop the chain of events unless another time traveller comes in to try and break that timeline, and that in itself is fraught with all kinds of difficulties. Unless he's doing that, are you still listening, the people that left LBC, to come over here? Or have you drifted away again? This is heavy stuff, man. This is the stuff that needs to be talked about. Unless a time traveller comes in and stops you going back in time, you will forever repeat that pattern. There is no ending. And when you're born again, you will not remember that you've come from because you haven't been to 1940 yet.
You better pray someone else has got access to that time machine.
Yeah. So that was my day. It was the best conversation I've had with those lads by a long way. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. And of course, with our friends at Time to Change, 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. I may be fighting it right now. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more.
Closing time conversation for tax inspectors, taxi drivers, and taxidermists. Great big talk for the wee small hours.
You've been trolling me big time, mate.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. With Time to Change, we are staging a revolution, a coup. Forget those, the paymasters, the slave drivers, the fascists that run Talk Radio. For too long, just about 20 months, they've been having their own way and getting away with it. Well, no more. Dear listener, we have barricaded ourselves into the studio. If you're watching on Periscope, you can see we've shoved the sofa over there. Although saying that, I'm getting quite thirsty, so we might have to shove it back again. I do feel like that. I wonder if this is an apocryphal story. I do feel like that there's a story about when a DJ played That'll Be the Day by Buddy Holly for like 8 hours in a row. I mean, it's a good song. It's a short song, though. Those songs are about 2 minutes long, 2 minutes 15. And he barricaded himself in. The bosses didn't want him to play it. We don't want that rubbish music. And so he barricaded himself in and played it for 8 hours straight. Now, I wonder if that's got to be an apocryphal story. It doesn't have to be. It could have happened.
I mean, that'll be the day. Over
well,
and over.
That'll be the day when you say goodbye. And, of course, it's ironic because, of course, he died. It's a good...
Who's the DJ?
I don't know, but Buddy Holly.
Did he?
I like Buddy Holly. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. No, I like Buddy Holly a lot. I think he's great.
Oh, I don't like him.
I went and saw Buddy the Musical 7 times at the age of 16. I was obsessed with it.
You're weird.
No, I'm not weird. No, I'm not weird, actually. You're weird. You're weird for not liking Buddy Holly. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. Brown-eyed, handsome man. Come on.
How's that go?
Well, a brown-eyed, handsome man. Jigga-boom, jigga-boom. I mean, what is this? You don't like Buddy Holly?
No, don't.
I'm not having
Gets on my nerves.
Oh, shut up.
I would put him in the same box as Bill Haley.
Oh, get out of town. Buddy Holly was the real deal. He was the real deal. Here we go. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is great. This could be our national anthem.
I don't like it. It sounds like he's sitting on a washing machine. No.
He's great. Buddy Holly's great. Love Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
I love Buddy Holly. I don't like Bill Haley. What was I talking about? Talking about something.
Oh, man locking himself in the studio and playing.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be the day.
There's nothing like that anymore. Radio is so homogenised and so safe. Here's the thing, right? People consider this show to be dangerous, and it's not dangerous, because dangerous would mean we'd be getting loads of fines, and, it's dangerous. This isn't dangerous, because we've both got mortgages, and we've both got kids, and we both want to keep our jobs. So it's not dangerous. It's just different. That's all this is different. And so in the eyes of some of the people I've worked with in the past, the BBC, they consider that dangerous because it doesn't fit into their box. It's not dangerous. No one's going to get hurt, and we're going to push. We're going to go up to that boundary a bit, but we've never been over the boundary. I've certainly not got an Ofcom. Have you got any Ofcoms?
Bit, yeah.
Okie dokie. I've not got an Ofcom. 20 years doing this rubbish. I've not got an Ofcom upheld. Not to say that I might do at some point. I've come close. But I know the rules.
Yeah,
I know
there's
what the
one
rules
person who keeps trying every month. But
yeah, thank you,
him.
Alex. We appreciate it. We appreciate the fact that you're still listening. So
with your pad.
So this isn't dangerous, but there's nothing where you listen and you think, ooh, I think this bloke's going to go nuts today, or flipping it. This woman sounds she sounds a bit angry. I'm going to stay listening because this could go ballistic today with her. There's nothing like that. Or, he's talking funny. Is he off his face? What is he doing? Have a listen to this. He sounds a bit... The last time I remember seeing a bit of popular culture that was dangerous, right? And I phoned up a friend to say, you've got to turn this on. And you won't believe what it is, right? I phoned up my friend one Thursday morning in 1996, about 9:30 in the morning, say, you've got to turn on ITV and watch The Time, the Place. You will not believe what's happening. Like, remember the programme? Live programme, The Time, the Place, Stapleton. It was John Stapleton. It was one of those shows they used to do in the 90s where it was like you'd have about 100 people in the audience and you'd have a hot topic of the day and the host, and they'd have some slightly controversial guests and the host would go back and forth and get people would put their hand up and say stuff, right? And as the camera panned round, I thought I recognised a face in the crowd, right? And I did. It was Chris Morris, the comedian, and he was sat there. And I thought, oh, this is... And then he was introduced by John Stapleton. We've got a guest. We have an author. And I can't remember his name. So we have an author. It's Harry Stevens. And he went to Chris Morris. And he said, Harry, you've written a book. It was about sexualisation of women, I think. Something like that. He said, it'll be on YouTube. So, Harry, you've written a book about this. And Chris Morris started coming out with something completely believable about how the breasts were considered, sexual in ancient Rome. And then just very slowly, very delicately, started talking utter guff, just absolute surreal nonsense. And John stood there nodding. And he went back to him a couple of times, right? And I'm watching this thinking, this is outrageous. And then, after the second break, they came back. And John Stapleton didn't go near him. And Chris went to say something. He went, yeah, before you say that, does the name Chris Morris mean anything to you?
Oh.
And Chris Morris went, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon, what? Yeah, does the name Chris Morris, Channel 4 comedian, mean anything to you? He said, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I am a very well-renowned... And fair play, he stuck to it. He said, I have been booked here by your researchers, and now you're accusing me... And he was getting booed by the crowd, and Stapleton was, a very dry man, dem bones, dem staple bones. He is the driest man in show business. And it was such a tense moment. Such a tense moment. That was 21 years ago, and I cannot think of a moment since then in radio or television where I've thought, oh, this is exciting. This could go off at any moment. 21 years ago, the last time. If you got any examples, 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Cleo.
I have no examples, but that is a cracking one.
It's great. It'll be on YouTube. I'm sure it's on YouTube. It's absolutely, I'm getting the thumbs up. It's absolutely stunning.
I never saw it live, but I've seen it since, and it's minty.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Doesn't happen anymore.
I know.
Even the lads. Hang on, shut up. Even the lads who throws the money at Lee. I know him. Yeah. Lee Nelson. Even that is. There's not that. It's quite exciting, but there's not that thrill because it's over so quickly. It's like it's literally at most he gets 45 seconds. At most he gets 45 seconds, and that's it. That's it. Anyway, Claire, go on. What you got?
Right. You're going to be as a preeminent, powerful leader of your new domain.
All right, suck up. Get to the point.
Well, there's a reason I'm sucking up. You're going to have people trying to bring you down.
Yeah, I know, mate. Is it what you talking about? You?
No.
Let me make a live suggestion. You know the gaps between your words? Shorten them.
Yes. Okay. Well, you're going to need someone to watch your back in the Alistair Campbell, Malcolm Tucker style of spin doctory.
Yes.
So any little minor discrepancies that happen in life can be hidden and stored away from the public eye. And any major discrepancies in the public eye can be battered to death.
Yes.
So I'd like to be your spin doctor stroke propagandist.
Okay, hang on a second. Kath, did you understand any of what he was talking about? Because I didn't get any of that at all.
The potted thing is he wants to be the spin doctor, but you know what he's like. He'll be going,
spin doctors.
Imagine a press conference with him in it.
Waffle on.
It'd be a nightmare. How do we say
press
no?
Briefing.
How do we say no? Well, it wouldn't be a press briefing. It'd be a press
longing. Good one.
How do we say no without sounding rude? Is there a way of doing it?
Tell him to come to my office 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
If you go to Kath's office tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning, Claire, we'll get it all sorted, mate. Is that all right?
I heard your discussion.
Thanks very much indeed. There we go.
I'll get him sorted.
That's that sorted. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Late night alternative. is the Skype. We don't get many calls on the Skype, but we get some really interesting ones. I saw our Japanese friend had tried to call us, maybe when it was offline. But if you want to Skype Late Night Alternative, this is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, and Katherine on Talk Radio. It's called Talk Radio for the moment. Also with our friends at Time to Change, and it's genuine. I'm so thrilled they're working with us. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, it's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold. A brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on.
There we go.
So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel like that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll find what I call home. Until tomorrow, you know I'm free to roam.
This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio with Time to Change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. And you know what? Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more. Good evening, Dan.
Hello, how's it going, Ian?
It's going very well, Dan. We're staging a revolution.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes, it is nice. It is nice, yes.
There much violence, or...?
No violence so far. You know, there's some people, a lot of people don't like the word nice. They think it's a bit nothingy, a bit wishy-washy. I disagree with those people, Dan. Nice is a perfectly acceptable term. And
I have heard that some English teachers ban it.
Oh, well, they're idiots.
I must admit it's a bit of a filler word because I couldn't think of any other adjectives at the time.
No, but nice. when someone says something, oh, that's nice. Turned out nice again. That's a nice cup of tea. Hey, that's a nice dress. Nice haircut. We all know what it means. We all know what it means. How arrogant of these teachers to try and ban such a wonderful word.
Indeed.
It's nice to be nice, as my mother would say.
Yep.
What you got for us, Dan?
It was really just a movie and a game recommendation because I heard that you were talking about time travel a bit ago. Have you ever played a game called Braid?
Oh, that rings a bell.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if I've played it, but it rings a bell. Go on.
It's a bit old school. It's like a 2D platformer.
Yeah? No shame in that.
It's just really well engineered. It's all based around different forms of time travel, and the idea is you've got one life, but you can obviously wind back time to kind of undeaden yourself.
What console would it have been available for?
I think I played it on PC, but I think it's on console, so I think it's on Xbox and that.
I tell you why, because I just got this wonderful toy. I got a Pi Retro.
Oh, Retro Pi. Yeah, I've got one of those.
So tonight, I've played original Grand Theft Auto. I tried to play Vib Ribbon, but it didn't work because it was the Japanese version, not the Euro version.
What, GTA 1, like the top-down one?
Yeah, the top-down Grand Theft Auto, running over the Hare Krishnas. I played Puzzle Bobble.
Oh, yeah.
Buster Move. I played Micro Machines on the SNES. All on this tiny little box that's smaller than a packet of fags.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's incredible.
Yeah, we live in an age where you've got £5 computers. It's pretty amazing.
I love the future, man. Forget the floating cars. Forget the fact that we're all going to die at a nuclear bomb and we can't afford homes. Forget all of that. But we can have a tiny little box that will fit in my back pocket that's got more games than I will ever have time to play in the rest of my life. But trust me, I'm going to have a bloody good go at it.
I tell you, I try and stay away from consoles these days. That's one of the reasons I got this Retro Pi, is because they have the kind of games that you can just pick up and play. And
Hang on, you try and stay away from consoles by playing loads of games.
No, that's not a console, you know.
You keep telling yourself that, buddy. Well, it's like a heroin addict just switching to methadone. Yeah, that's not a proper drug. It's prescribed by the doctor.
Well, if World of Warcraft would be like what crystal meth, then a Retro Pi is probably more like cannabis.
I do miss the games where you can pick up and play for 20 minutes. And I played about 15 minutes worth of, not even that, 10 minutes worth of Micro Machines with the bloke from News, because he wandered in. And that was perfect.
Oh, nice.
It was a proper a classic, and that was it. We just played it for 15 minutes, giggling. Then we remembered what the rules were. You've got to push the other one off the screen. Oh, and it's fine. 10 minutes, fine. Okay, what else is there? You can't do that now. You've got to sit down and have a session. You've got to immerse yourself in the sandbox scenery.
Yeah, find a server and all that kind of nonsense.
Screw those losers.
It's not worth it, is it?
Dan, thank you for that.
No worries.
Cheers, ta-ta. 03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Haven't forgotten about the revolution. People on Periscope, he's forgotten about the revolution. Haven't forgotten about the revolution.
We're easing it in.
Hey, guys, listen, here's the thing. My kingship is not going to be one of those miserable kingships. This is going to be like, you're going to have a wicked time, right? There's going to be hard work. And you've got to pay in sweat, and right here is where you start paying.
In sweat, yeah.
In sweat. Imagine that. I never got the thing, right? And I get some things. I get some weird things, right? I never got the thing of men buying sweaty underwear and sweaty shorts and panties and.
I've been asked for mine.
What?
But of course I don't sweat, so yeah.
No, you do, actually. You're quite...
quite a sweaty woman.
You're very sweaty lass. Who asked you for that?
Some pervert.
Was it, what, a listener?
Well, I don't know.
Wasn't the one you had to go to the police about, was it?
A passerby on Twitter.
It wasn't... On Twitter, was it? You're joking.
No.
So recently? Since I've known you?
Yeah.
Was it here, or the other place?
Here.
Is it someone I know?
No, someone I didn't know.
Flipping it.
Straight out as well. It's not like my DMs are open. He was blatant.
I'm speechless.
Well,
where's the pleasure in that? Because the only sweat that smells nice is your own sweat. What was the fella that tried to chat you up the other day? Because I thought it was a joke, and then I looked at his timeline and thought, no, he weren't joking. What did he do? He came up with a classic line, didn't he? This is great. You have to send me a copy of this. Was it open or was it a DM?
It wasn't a DM. My DMs are closed for good reason, because this is the sort of stuff I get out in the open. Imagine what I'd get privately.
And I thought it was a joke, right? And then the next day I was thinking about it, and I went and looked at his timeline, and I thought, actually, I don't think he meant ill. of it. I don't think he meant to cause offence.
But I think it was a real inquiry.
He meant it. He definitely meant it. What did he say?
Are you a lady of the single persuasion? That's nice. You know, it's a nice approach. I responded, nope.
My favourite chat-up line of yours.
What, in the pub?
Yeah. Go on. I love this. This is a chat-up line, right? And I'm out of the chat-up game, and I've been for a while, okay? And I dread having to get back in it. But even in my worst, most tongue-tied, stilted, self-loathing state, I couldn't come out with a line as bad as this.
Me and my friend Nick, female, her name is Nicola, went to the local pub. And she went to the loo, and I could see, you know, when you know someone's hovering. And I thought, oh God, don't meet his eyes, don't meet his eyes. So I picked up the closest thing to me to look at. My phone was home, so I couldn't use that. And it was a copy of The Fuddler. You know, the Real Ale magazine.
The Fuddler.
I mean, could anyone... It's a barrier, guys, it's a barrier. If she's reading The Fuddler, she really does not want to speak to you. Anyway, so... Next thing I know, I've got to about page 2 with The Fuddler, and he's there next to me. Thankfully, Nick came back from the loo at this point, and we're both standing there, and he said, hello there. Hi. Do you like The One Show? That was his opener.
Thing is, you get horny for The One Show.
I hate The One Show. I hate The One Show.
Do you like...
So Nick burst out laughing because she knows I hate The One Show. I burst out laughing and I said, no, it's really not my thing. And he sort of retreated. But, I mean, do you like The One Show? What kind of relationship opens that way?
I love The One Show. Let's screw.
Politely. It would be polite, wouldn't it? People that like The One Show. It would be polite. It would be vanilla. Be inoffensive.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You can Skype a late night alternative, all one word. We tend to get the Skype calls kind of later on in the show. And if you've got any suggestions on how we can kind of forward that Skype on to anyone in the world, really. I'm constantly drawn to the Americas because it's so big, but also Japanese, Australia. The time would work over there. It'd be slightly difficult for Japan because I think they're 8 hours ahead. Anyway, if you can think of any way we can kind of get that Skype address to people that might dig this show. Artistic people, creative people, fans of speech radio, outspoken people, funny people, lonely people, anyone who could possibly contribute something to this show, just in way, as a caller, as an irregular caller, nothing more, nothing less. I just can't think. I tried a paid advert on Facebook. Specifically for promoting it with Americans, and it just wasn't getting anything. Nothing was coming off it, so I stopped that. That was a waste of money. So any ideas you've got, dear listener, 0344 499 1000. I should just say, I meant to say this at the start of the show, and this is why I'm such a bad salesman. We will be in Hull this Sunday afternoon. Katherine and I will be doing a show. Doors open at 1:30 at Cardamar 94 this Sunday. Show starts at 2. It'll run for about 2.5 hours. So far, it's going to be a nice, intimate afternoon. It's about 25 people coming, which is great. We can work with that. But we'd love to see a few more. If you can't make it, we'll stream it on Periscope. And we could do with your phone calls. It's on a different number, and I'll tweet that and Facebook that. So we're in Hull this Sunday. Then on Saturday the 4th, we're in Wolverhampton. And again, I think we've sold about 25 tickets for that, which is great.
That's a show.
These are rooms that hold about 150, but it's fine. So I knew we should have gone to Birmingham. Here's the thing I'm learning: always go with my gut instinct. Always, because the times I haven't gone with my gut instinct. It's never been quite as good. So Wolverhampton, we will be there. And the Luton Rabbit Hole show that I think was going to be December the 3rd. And because I'm an idiot and I've ballsed up and I apologise, really sorry, we've moved it. We've got a date for the Luton show at the Bear Club. It's Saturday, the 20th of January about 7:30 in the evening. If you've bought tickets for the December the 3rd, you can either get your money back, or those tickets will work for the 20th of January. So we've got that. Those are the only ones I think we've got. Oh, and Brighton we're doing again March next year, but that's a lifetime away. If you want to see all of the events as they become live, I'm putting them on my new revamped website. If you go to iainlee.com and look at events, I put all the ticket links and everything up there, and it's an absolute treat. 0344 499 1000. So far, we've got the General of the Army, Iain and Caddick, me, King Iain Lee, Head of the Secret Police is Kath, and we've got Dredge as the Jester. I'm going to be honest, guys, that is poor. We need the teachers, we need doctors, we need bus drivers, we need coal men. We're going to bring back coal fires, by the way, because I like them. I think they're nice. I enjoy the entire afternoon it takes to get them going.
You're not worried about pollution?
No, God, no.
Global warming?
No.
Fake news.
It's fake news. 0344 499 1000. This is the late night alternative with me, Iain Lee.
Take a trip into the alternate reality of late night radio.
I think I'm in something like the Matrix, and so are you.
The late night alternative.
Hello.
With Iain Lee.
Is there anybody out there?
On Talk Radio.
Hello.
This is the late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change. Well, so far, we're only 80 minutes into the show, not even halfway through. Yes, 11:22:63 is excellent, by the way. Someone was asking me. Not even halfway through, we've staged a revolution. There has been a coup. We are staking our independence from our fascist paymasters at Talk Radio. We're going to do things our way. We are trying to build a society, but we've had a few people who, I'm going to be honest, really aren't up to scratch. So we could do with a few more. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Skype, a late night alternative. And don't forget, of course, there's so many ways you can listen to us these days. On DAB, if you retune your radios. You can download the Talk Radio app for free. Or, of course, you can listen to us on talkradio.co.uk. I'm getting that slightly dusty throat again. It's very, very hot in here. And I think this might be a ploy by Brooks, by the Australian gentleman whose name escapes me, Murdoch, and by the other suits to get us out. They're trying to sweat us out. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I like it hot. I like sweat. I like sweating. This means, in fact, you're saving me money because I don't have to pay to go to a steam room tomorrow. So actually, Brooks Murdoch et al., turn it up, because I'm enjoying it. Actually.
You might get live nudes on Periscope.
Yo! So is there any censorship on Periscope? Here's the thing I'm fascinated. It's an idea that comes from Limmy. Just bear with me a few minutes, right? Limmy the comedian. He's great at winding people up, right? And he does these things. And he tweeted something the other day. He said, isn't it great that we live in an age where if you upset the president of America on Twitter, you could potentially start a nuclear war. And then he used the phrase, it's just getting the right combination of words. And I love that. Because it is. With Trump, maybe not nuclear war as such, who knows. But with Trump, you get the right combination of words. You can provoke a reaction. Like a couple of people have done, and I've tried it, and they never got it to work. To Trump, can you follow me? I want to DM you something.
Yes.
And then he's followed them, and they've just DM'd you're a dick. Or something like that.
Blocked.
Yeah. And it's that phrase. That it just takes the right combination of words. And I've got a few little, things going on at the moment where I think I can cause someone to go absolutely insane in their work environment with just the right combination of words. And it's like trying to cast a spell. You just got to get it's the phrasing, and do you wait the beginning of the sentence or the end of the sentence? Anyway, I've been experimenting for the last few months on Periscope, trying to get the right combination of words, okay? It's all about numbers. It's all about numbers, this game. You want more numbers. Slightly more complicated than that, in that you want numbers that are there for a longer time. But basically, it comes down to numbers. Listener numbers, download numbers, and the numbers of people on Periscope. And I've been really trying. I've been putting the names of some of the guests we've had on. I've been saying live UK radio show, London radio show. I've put live sex show, tits and bums. But I've put kind of stuff like that, right? And I've not really noticed any real difference. The last couple of nights, I've put live nudes. That's it. Live nudes. 2 nights ago, and bearing in mind, because we haven't done Periscope for a while, really, we've been getting around about 2,000 a night. 2 nights ago, 12,000. Last night, 11,000. All because of the phrase live nudes. And now I'm experimenting with exclamation marks. So I've put 3 exclamation marks today, and I'm wondering... there will have to be a correct number of exclamation marks. There'll be a tipping point where it goes from, seriously, guys, you're going to see some great tits and ass, to, this is a joke. There'll be a tipping point. So I've gone for live nudes, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. That's what I've gone for today.
I think 3 is probably the limit.
I think 3 could be it.
Then it starts to look a bit
Monday I'm going to try
suspicious.
nudes with a Z. Because that's, I don't know. But there's something classic about that phrase, live nudes. If you go, not so much in Soho now. In fact, I don't think there's anywhere in Soho now. But 10 years ago, before it all got gentrified, and you had your peep shows and your strip joints and your clip joints and your mucky cinemas, you would still see that phrase live nudes, which is quite a 50s
old-fashioned,
isn't it? But it was still doing roaring business in the 80s, 90s, and about the turn of the century in Soho. Live nudes, and it says it all. It says everything, because it covers everything. So I've been doing that, and it means that I apologise to the people who come to watch the show, because some of them have to put up apparently with some quite dirty men. 0344 499 1000. By the way, if you want to call in, we'll call you back. But I think I found the right combination of words to get. We were trending on Periscope last night. We were on the Periscope homepage because so many people were hitting our feed because of what it said. Isn't it incredible? And it's right. And it's that one delicious phrase from Limmy. Just need the right combination of words. And it can be the right combinations of words can just trigger so many different things.
You know the thing about nudes?
Yeah.
It's a very subtle thing, right?
Yeah.
It completely dehumanises the person you're looking at.
Yeah.
Nude.
Yeah.
Like
They're
they're some
objects.
sort of specimen, right? And you're not saying whether it's a man or a woman. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just a body. It's just a thing you're looking
Yeah.
at. Interesting.
But so I wonder...
Because it used to be... You used to see girls, girls, girls.
Girls, yeah.
But live nudes
yeah.
feels a little bit more... polite, distant.
Years ago, 7-8 years ago, I bought an old 8mm projector. Because I thought it'd be nice to watch some movies up against the wall and stuff, and never really got around. We did it a bit, actually. And I bought a shed load of movies on eBay. Like Frankenstein, old Frankensteins and the Wolfman and stuff like that. And I bought an old porno. Now, it's not porno as such, but it was...
An erotic film.
Yeah, it was from the 1950s, maybe early 60s. I've probably still got it in the garage, actually. Let me see if I can find it next week. I'll bring it in. Well, I'll bring it in and we'll watch it, if I can get the projector to it. Anyway. And it was... I don't think it had sound. No, it wouldn't have had sound. And it was a tour around Soho's adult entertainment centres. And you would see, the camera panning up a nudie 1958 model to dehumanise them even more. And it was just, it was brilliant. Now, it would have been considered, a sexy film. And they're very beautiful ladies, It's interesting body shape, desirability has changed. But they were very beautiful ladies. But it's a wonderful... historic artifact of attitudes towards sex, attitude towards women, attitudes towards movies. What Soho was kind of really like, because Soho's always been a grimy place. A lot of drugs and sex.
You've also got a film full of people's grandmas there.
Yeah. But most of them would be dead. Yeah, most of them would be dead. Cracking film, though. And I bought it because the cover is one of those sort of montage pictures where it is nudes, you know, girls, live nudes. It was one of those. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. And, of course, with our friends at Time to Change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Go online and search Time to Change to find out more.
The radio show where the owls are not what they seem.
Do you or have you ever watched Twin Peaks?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
We could be dreaming and meeting each other in our dreams.
On Talk Radio.
344 499 1000. Skype, a Late Night Alternative. Clocks go spring back. No, spring...
Yeah, spring back,
fall forward. I always get so confused. Spring back, fall forward. So clocks go forward. Is it Saturday night or Sunday night? Saturday night. What's the thing?
We better get this right because it could be embarrassing in Hull.
Oh, it's Sunday night, I think. Hang on a minute. When do the clocks change? No, it can't be Sunday. No, it's Sunday morning. It's the 29th, Sunday morning. Right, okay, so we lose an hour in bed this weekend, guys. Spring back, fall forwards. That's how you remember this stuff. So you don't forget you lose an hour. So if you're coming to the show on Sunday, don't forget you got to do with the clacks, guys. You got to do what you do. Oh, here we go. This is exciting. Earlier on, we had Chuck Winkle was outside the White House, and he's going to be our propagandist for our independent state. And we challenged him to get inside the White House. He's on the phone now. Shall we see where he is?
He's never.
Hey. Evening, Chuck. What's going on, buddy?
Ain't no dust off the back of a horse's face. I'm in the White House.
How did you get into the White House, Chuck?
They just left the bloody window open.
What? Where exactly? So you just climbed in?
Yeah, just climbed in and slipped myself in like a baby otter.
Okay. Where exactly are you in the White House?
I think by the sound of it, I'm nearly quite close to the Commander-in-Chief, Donald Trump.
Okay, what can you see?
There's a lot of photos and stuff about carpets and stuff.
Photos about carpets?
No, just, look. So, do you want me to see if I can get even closer to the big guy?
Yeah, I mean, can you get to the Oval Office?
Could you get closer to the photos of the carpets?
I can hear his voice. I can edge a little closer. Don't you worry about it.
I can hear something. What? See if you can get closer. See if you can find out what he's saying.
Hang about.
Hang about.
This is how espionage gets done, isn't it?
I think he's doing an interview or something.
Yeah.
Can you hear that, John Wayne?
Shh.
Can you get even closer?
1 sec. I'm crawling on my tummy.
He's only in the bloody White House.
He's gone and done it.
I thought phoning up the FBI was taking it a bit too far. He's broken into the White House.
He got a really funny haircut.
That's the fella.
What does he smell like?
Am I gonna sniff him?
Sniff him?
He smell like roast beef, John Wayne.
And what is it he's talking about? I can't quite make out the words.
Hang about. Talking about land or something.
About what? Carpets?
Carpets? He's obsessed.
Listen, Chuck, you've proved your worth.
Hang on.
Get out as quickly as you can.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, no.
What?
Checking out.
Chuck? Chuck Winkle? Oh, he's gone.
I think our agent's been neutralised.
Hey. Blimey.
Oh, well, I'll just
I didn't think he was going to be able to do it. Hey, guess who I saw today?
Dolly Parton.
No.
Sue Barker.
No.
Man or woman?
A killer clown. Oh! I saw a killer clown out in a little smoking area out front of a pub, drinking a pint and having a fag.
Of course he was.
Killer clown.
You didn't believe in him.
No, I didn't believe in him. I take it all back. They're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere.
Good thing is, though, if he was smoking outside a pub, he's only killing himself.
Yeah, slowly.
Also, those outfits are highly flammable.
Yeah, he was wearing an orange jumpsuit, and I believe. God, it's absolutely boiling in there. Look at the sweat on my headphones and my headies. I believe that killer clowns exist, but I don't believe that they are going around terrorising children as we have been. Are you not boiling?
No, but I've got my armpits out.
Flipping it, man. Sweating.
I dressed according to conditions.
There we go. Yeah, well, all I'm wearing is a T-shirt. That's all I've got on. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. We'll take calls straight to air after midnight. We'll do that. I've got nothing. I've not looked in the papers because I started looking through the papers and I just thought I couldn't care less. Could not care less. So I've got very little in the way of conversazione.
That's okay.
This evening.
So that means you can phone in about whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, you can anyway. But you extra can today.
I got Eric von Daniken, Chariot of the Gods.
Oh.
Classic.
I've got Down the Rabbit Hole, Secrets of the Playboy Mansion.
Okay.
We could dip in, couldn't we?
This one is based on science.
Well.
And is true.
In many ways, mine is too.
From 1968. This is the 1997 edition. I haven't read this since I was about 16, 17 years old. Cracking book, right? All over the world, and this is the thing, all over the world, there are fantastic ruins and improbable objects which cannot be explained by conventional theories of history, archaeology, and religion. Why, for instance, do the world's sacred books describe gods who came down from the sky in fiery chariots and always promised to return?
It's got us there.
How could an ancient Sanskrit text contain an account which could only be of a journey in an alien craft? Compare photos of American Space Center launch sites to the constructions on the plains of Nazca in Peru. In order to understand the mysteries which Eric von Daniken has catalogued, we must go back to these ancient relics with an open mind. We must call in the resources and experience of sciences other than archaeology. Read von Daniken's classic work and make up your own mind. Oh, I'll be reading it, buddy. I will be reading it.
Wasn't a load of that stuff debunked?
Huh? Oh.
Was it?
Well, this is my plan. This is my plan. I think I'm going to become like my mate Boback when he went nuts because he was dealing weed and smoking too much of it, and he got obsessed with the Twin Towers. And I think he had to go to hospital in the end. He got every time you go round to buy something, he'd have like more evidence about the Twin Towers and stuff.
I had a friend like that. Last time I saw him, he was eating cornflakes in the bath.
Good lad, Boback. I wonder where he is. Not seen him for years. Really, really, really nice lad. Well, my plan was to read this, make notes, annotate it, and then research it myself, and then go back through the book and work out what facts were real and which ones were perhaps a little bit bendy.
Right.
With the truth. So that's my project for the next 6 months, is doing that.
That sounds like a big faff, though.
I don't mind, mate. I want to... Yeah, I want to know my history.
You want to unlock the secrets of the universe?
I want to know my ancestry. I want to know where I come from. I want to know what I am. I want to know where is my home? I just don't feel grounded at the moment. I want to make that connection with my forefathers, be that on this planet or more likely...
Aberdeen, wasn't it?
Huh?
When Aberdeen.
No, more likely it's on another planet. That's what I want to do. And I really believe that Chariots of the Gods by Eric von Daniken is going to be the start of a long and crazy journey. And you guys will be coming along for the ride.
Is that going to be a royal decree?
Yeah, totally. I love it. We're having that. And I'll be listening to the audiobook on the way up to Hull.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so you can have some of that. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. If you don't call in now, the next call after this break, it's going to be Andre, guys. So I really would suggest that you call in soon. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change.
Neon lit night talk for torch singers, trolley dollies, and train wrecks like me.
You never know just where the conversation will take you.
What I'm going to say sounds ridiculous.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Someone's telling me they're having trouble buying tickets for the show in Wolverhampton, and I thought, come on, guys, pull your finger out. And then I've gone to the link, and I'm having trouble buying tickets for the show in Wolverhampton.
Oh, man.
And I don't quite know why. Have I put the... Hey, whoa, what the heck? What the heck is going on there, man? Have I put the wrong... Well, now my computer's frozen. Something very peculiar is happening. Good evening, Andre.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath, how are you?
I'm all right.
I'm going to be talking to Ian, aren't I?
Yeah.
So, that matters, does it?
It doesn't matter, Andre, no.
Yeah, how are you, Kath?
I'm okay. How are you, Andre?
Yeah, not too bad. You sound well tonight, Kath? All right, Ian, talk to me then.
What? When you say something of interest, we'll respond.
Oh, blimey, I didn't think I'd hear that coming from you, Ian.
Yes, well, you're hearing it coming from me, you silly old drunk.
Oh, Ian?
Yes, Andre.
I had a shandy tonight.
Yeah. Did you forget to put the lemonade in it?
Yeah, I only had a little drop.
Yeah.
But the glass was about 2 foot high.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed.
But Ian?
Yes?
Oh, sorry, I thought you was going. You're not going yet, are you?
No.
Oh, that's all right. You know, what was you talking about the other night? Hooters or something, and I tried to get through, and I couldn't get through.
Really?
Hooters, yeah, noses. That's what you were talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I was talking about the restaurant chain Hooters.
Oh, I thought you was talking about, like, what, when they apply for jobs and if they get it or not, if they've got a big nose or not.
They have to have a big nose to work in Hooters, yes.
Oh, boy, I see. Sorry, I didn't get the gist of it because I got cut off, so I couldn't really even talk about it.
I'm sorry to hear that, Andre. That must have been awful.
It was dreadful, but I couldn't sleep that night.
Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry.
You sound it.
I really, really am.
Well, don't matter too much, but next time, could I put my say in, like, you know what I mean?
What do you mean, put your say in?
Oh, have a bit of input in it in the conversation instead of being cut off.
Well, you're doing that now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I like to do here. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but the thing is, though, you're not actually saying anything.
Well, what's coming out of your mouth then? Don't answer that.
Not a lot.
Hold on, yeah, I've got to go out here a minute. I've got to do something.
Right.
I've got to try and find a beer.
Okay.
Well,
there we go. I mean... Oh, man alive. I've got it. I've got it. I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, you click on that, though. That doesn't... anyway, this is linked by tickets for Wolverhampton. I think if you go there, that doesn't help you either.
No, it says unavailable on there.
Let me do what the heck?
Yeah.
Show me.
Hang on, I'll go back.
What the heck? Oh, man alive. This is... It's a tense situation, guys. It's a very tense... let's have a look. The tickets are unavailable. Right. They're going to get a strong email. They've changed the way their tickets are sold. You can get them from Ticketmaster, but I'll send them. I'll send them an email and we'll sort it all out. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. So when is trick or treating then? Is it this one or next week?
It's supposed to be
it
Tuesday if you're
can't be
going to go on the
Tuesday.
31st.
No,
But that's a school night.
This is what I'm asking. It's going to be a weekend, so it's got to be this weekend. It can't be Tuesday.
Sunday.
You can't do it on the day of Jesus. You can't do it on Christ's Day.
I'm gonna.
Well, you can't.
We only go to me mum's anyway.
You do get these miserable Christians. I'm not saying all Christians are miserable. I'm just talking about specific
miserable ones.
Yeah, Halloween. It's like devil worship. No, it's not. It's just like Sweetie Christmas. It's just like a Sweetie Christmas. That's all it is. It's like devil worship. They're bringing black magic into kids are worshipping the devil. No, they're not. They're dressing up as Frankenstein. They're dressing up as zombies. They're dressing up as Anne Frank. That was weird.
Well, I saw that.
Oh, yeah?
We own that costume.
Yeah.
We bought it as an evacuee costume.
Yeah. Pourquoi, Yati?
Because it says evacuee on it when you buy it.
Why would you want to have an evacuee?
Because my kids, for school, had to go, they do like history days.
Yeah.
So the kids have been as Romans, Vikings.
Yes.
And they had to do a World War II thing. They took them to the RAF museum.
Oh, okay.
And
You should actually evacuate them. Imagine being evacuated. Isn't that nuts? Isn't it nuts that that's what kids have... How old were they? 6?
Mine, the one...
No, not yours, the actual evacuees.
Oh, really little. Really little. My granddad was an evacuee.
Well, he's an old man. I'm talking about the kids that did it. How old were the kids that did it, not the old men?
Well, he wasn't...
Yeah.
Okay.
Not interested in your granddad, because it's not about old men. Old men can go and live in Cornwall any time they bloody well want, for all I care. Talking about the kids that were sent there without their mums and dads.
Little, about
yeah,
5.
Yeah. Were they?
Yeah.
Flipping it. That's nuts, isn't it?
But imagine thinking that is safer than keeping them with you. Sending them off to stay with who knows who.
Yeah. Well, I bet there must have been a lot.
There's a lot of wrong uns.
There must have been a lot of sexual abuse, and I'm not saying that to make light of it, that took place there.
There was that. There were people using the kids as cheap labour.
Yeah.
Because, of course, the men were away, so they had farms to run and stuff. You send them out to the countryside.
Yeah.
There were people that were not looking after them properly, and they're just taking the money because they got a small amount of money to be able to look after them.
A stipend.
Yeah. So, yeah. You were lucky if you got a nice one. Wasn't all the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. He was negligent, wasn't he?
Why? Okay, all right, here's the thing then. Why don't we hear more about the evacuees, apart from the railway children, which are boring? They're the boring face of evacuees, let's be honest.
They weren't evacuees.
Yes, they were.
No.
Oh, I think they were.
No.
Oh, are you disagreeing with the king? Because you may be the head of the secret police, but I might have another head of the secret police.
The secret police.
Mm-hmm. And you could be disappeared. I've seen the death of Stalin, and I think I'm the only person. I went with my friend Mel, who you met once at a screening, because she works in TV, so she gets screenings, and she's so every now and then I'll get a text at 6:45 in the evening saying, friends just dropped out for a screening at 7. Are you around? And I was then, because you were away. And we watched the death of Stalin, and we both went, it was rubbish. I mean, it wasn't rubbish. It was all right. There was some good bits in it, but it's getting 5-star reviews.
I think it's because they like the team.
I think it is. And it's a great team. Whitehouse, Buscemi, Palin. Iannucci. Tambor. It's a great team. It ain't a great movie. It's not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination. It was a very disappointing movie. I had to sign an NDA to say, so I couldn't talk about having seen it. That's how, and that put me off a little bit. NDA for a blooming film,
especially one with Stalin in the thing being silenced.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good, that.
Maybe that was part of it.
Yeah, I should have used that against them. I should have said, this is very Stalin-esque.
Yeah.
Stalinist.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens.
Yeah. I didn't think of that.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, no, I wouldn't, and I didn't, and I couldn't. Oh, well. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Good evening, Barry.
Hello, Ian. How are you keeping?
I'm fine, Barry. Let me just park my buttocks ever so slightly.
Oh, God.
Well, no, he's got to put his tongue somewhere. Where? What would you like to say, Barrington?
Oh, well, a couple of things. Can I just mention what you dealt with earlier? We were never able to win you round to Bill Haley, but can I say you're spot on with Buddy Holly's contribution to the history of rock and roll?
You mean bloody awful?
He's a cracking entertainer, Kath. Really was. And, you know, his stuff's still very, very playable. However, Ian...
Moving on.
Can I move on? Can I say
that's the fun bit of the conversation out of the way. Let's get down to the meat and two veg.
Okay, right, fine. I was an avid supporter of the 1 week strike. Went through that with you and thought you handled that very, very well indeed. However, I'm going to have to pour cold water on this revolution in. It's not going to happen. I guess by Monday evening, the whole thing will have fizzled out. Can I tell you why?
I've already got a jester, mate. That's Dredge. I've already got someone to make me laugh with their humorous points.
Well, it wasn't a laughing matter, Ian. It's just that you've handled the thing very, very badly for you. You're well below your very high standards.
What do you mean, Barry?
Well, there's been no build-up at all, Ian. You've gone off on a whim because of what's happened in Catalonia. You've not developed anything at all. There's been no photographs of you and Caddick in berets, no sort of Che Guevara, Fidel Castro figures.
Right. Sorry, Barry. Sorry, I appreciate this. You won... just remind me, how many awards have you won for radio?
I haven't won any awards.
Exactly, buddy. Exactly. I won one last week. So.
We will not tolerate dissent, and this has nothing to do with what's going on elsewhere.
Katherine, I don't want him disappeared. I want him publicly humiliated. I want him publicly flogged.
With pleasure.
Thank you very much indeed. I shall put my buttocks back to their original resting position. There. Disappointing, that. Very disappointing.
That wasn't the treatment you were expecting.
That was very, very disappointing. In Deedly Doodly. Oh, I've got to email the guy from Carter the Unstoppable Sex Machine. In fact, I'm going to email him during the news. He's going to come on at some point. He sent me a little gift package. So everything, we're so busy with, I've got so many books to read, so many things to do, so many, I'm just up to here with it. Why are people saying about people are upset on Periscope? This guy has to lie about his stream to get views. Poor little guy. He's a poor little guy.
You said you didn't see any boobies.
You have to go on Periscope to see naked women. Poor little guy. Poor little guy. Jim Bob is the guy. You've got to go onto Periscope for your chance of seeing naked flesh. Poor little guy. Poor little guy. Poor little guy. Reeling them in. Tom 296520604.
If that indeed is your name.
That means there are 2965003 other ones. This is the Late Night Alternative, dear listener, with Iain Lee and live news on Talk Radio and with our friends at Time to Change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. And you know what? Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more. And those guys that are upset with my Periscope feed, search Pornhub.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with fire up. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone past with a girl named Bo, but somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building. I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out for pay. Hey, hey, I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teague's, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, hey, I might jump an open drawbridge or Tarzan from a vine, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood look so fine.
0344 499 1000. We'll take calls straight to air for the rest of the show, although we've got Pete and Simon lined up, so we'll deal with those. We'll finish those men off. Fnar. And then we will take calls straight to air until 1 o'clock. No lock-in today, because we have to drive to Hull tomorrow to do a show on Sunday. And we want to book another rabbit hole in London, but the venue we normally use, the Bill Murray, the excellent Bill Murray, used to love us, but now they don't love us. They're kind of booked up. Their Saturdays and Sunday evenings are booked up, and obviously because of this, it's the only time we can do it. And I don't want to do a Saturday, a shortened show a little bit earlier on in the day. So we'll have to pass there. So if anyone knows a cheap, free venue in London that holds about 80 to 100. That we could do the show in, Iain at IainLee.com. Hang on a second. Yes, line 3.
Hello, Iain.
Yes?
I just thought I'd ring you up because I felt like having a bit of a chat with someone, that's all.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong, it's just that just feel like having a little chat.
Go on, then.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I miss the 16-bit console era. I really do, because I was 10 or 12 around that time, and I'd love to go back and experience that era again, because I don't think I really appreciated just how good it was.
I missed out on it. I missed out on it because I was into like BBC Micros and Spectrums and things. And then I sort of had a little bit of a thing with a Sega Master System, but then I kind of left childish things behind me, and I went off to college, and and I considered it childish, and it wasn't until the end of my college, and I'd forgotten about video games, and I went round to a friend's house. And she said, I've got this new games console. Do you want to go on it? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I haven't played a game for years. And she got out a Sega Saturn. And we played Wipeout on it, right? And it blew my mind. And the leap from the video games I was playing on a BBC Micro to Wipeout on the Sega Saturn was immense. And so that's when I got sucked back into games. So I kind of missed all that 16-bit stuff going on.
I do as well, because both consoles were pretty much evenly matched. They were weak in some areas, strong in other areas, but gamers won.
Yeah,
and it was the pinnacle of 2D gaming.
I don't know if you've heard, but I have bought this Pi retro game machine that's got something like 30... I keep saying 20,000, 25... I don't know, 30,000 games on it. And tonight I was playing Micro Machines on the SNES. I was playing a load of PS1 games. It's joyous. Absolutely joyous.
Oh, yeah, it is joyous. And I just... Part of me wishes I could just go back in time to that era, buy all the stuff up as it came out at that time, and just enjoy, because I look back on that. It was my childhood, and obviously it's tinged with nostalgia. But it just I really miss that time. About that time, I was still on the NES. And I was reading all these magazines about Sega and Nintendo, and how both sets of fans hated each other, and it was so exciting.
But
and
why?
Which new game is coming out?
But what else was going on? Is it? It can't be the game, because you can get the games now. Obviously, you can get them all on.
Oh yeah,
right.
can.
So it can't just be the games. It must be. There must have been something else going on in your life. You know. Do you know what I mean? We often look. A song will often take me back to a period in my life, and it's not really the song that I'm nostalgic for. It's for, I don't know. You know, the colour of my bed sheets, or there's something else floating around that I'm really nostalgic for.
I miss the simplicity.
Yeah.
You compare modern consoles to classic consoles.
Yeah.
You have to boot them up, choose a menu, wait for it to load.
Update.
It was just the more capable they've become, the more time-consuming and frankly glitchy they are. Whereas you just stick in a cartridge on one of these old consoles, you put the power button on and you play. And the irony is, back in the late 90s or so, I was wishing that my games consoles would have more features like internet and all sorts.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Now that we live in the era where we've got it, I want to go back to simpler times.
Jonathan, thank you very much indeed. Good evening, Pete.
Hello, Ian. Wow, talk about retro gaming. That's kind of what I was going to get talking about. I just want to say I've just come back from my comedy night in Wellingborough. It's absolutely packed.
Yes.
People couldn't even sit down.
But you should provide some bloody chairs, you tight git. Outrageous.
We had masses of people. I think we had about 129 people in. Anyway,
wowzers.
Tomorrow, or technically today, I'm off to Cambridge to meet the man who wrote Football Manager on the ZX Spectrum.
Hey, shut up, man. There you go. Look at that. What was it? Was he the fellow with the beard that was always on the covers and on the adverts on the back of the magazines?
Yes, he looked like a bit of a tramp, really.
Yeah, he did. Or as all the best game designers did.
Yeah, I chatted to him on an old Usenet group back in the day with your mate Chinny Vision.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, I did an interview for, by the way. If you go on YouTube, look for Chinny Vision. There's a lovely interview with me talking about stuff, and he's made a delightful video of it. So thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
Fantastic. He does great videos anyway. And he was back on that Usenet group. I know his real name, but I'm not going to mention that.
It's Steve.
And, I don't think it is, actually. But anyway, I spoke to Kevin Toms on that Usenet group years ago, and I'm not massively into football, but I just said to him, what football team do you support? And he said he wasn't really into it, but I think he said West Ham. So ever since then, when I boot up Football Manager, I try and play as West Ham. I'm still no good.
Here's the thing, right? Usenet. Now, this was like before sort of websites were de rigueur, and I think Usenet was where you like signed up for something, and then you'd get like a daily email full of people posting stuff. So is that right? Have I got that kind of right?
Kind of. It's like a web forum, but more primitive, yeah.
And I remember being in one for the Beach Boys, and hang on a second, Hisako, just wait there. I'm going to come to you after Pete, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you stay there. We're going to come to you after Pete.
Yeah.
Thank you. A few of them. Jonathan talking about being nostalgic. I miss those kind of when the internet was crap. I miss it. I miss the internet being crap. You have to go to the dark web now to get anything vaguely interesting.
Yeah, on those strange forums that talk about all kinds of weird things.
There's some weird stuff going on the dark web, guys. It really is.
Absolutely.
Anyway, you're going to be hearing from my lawyers tomorrow, okay?
Oh, you troll. I can't do the
No, nor can I. Thank you very much indeed. Simon, because Simon's been waiting for ages, then we'll go to Japan. Yes, Simon.
Yo.
Yo.
Did you have a nice day then? You said you were going to go out today with your boys and that?
Great day with the boys. I'm absolutely shattered, but they were delightful young men, and we had a lovely, lovely time, yeah.
Good. Now, your revolution.
Yes.
Two suggestions.
Yes.
One, that adorable young lady you had on last week that was playing the piano.
Oh, yeah. I was calling her Angel. I think her name might actually be Angels.
Ah, yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah, I did forget her name. I do apologise.
Yeah.
But wasn't she just awesome?
Oh, beautiful, talented people make me want to puke. I hate them. Yeah, she was great. She was really good. What a lovely lady. I really enjoyed talking to her.
So, Minister for Music.
Yes.
And I'd like to nominate myself for Minister of Buckaroo.
Hey, listen, we all need to entertain ourselves, and I like playing Buckaroo. I just don't like being the one that has to set it up. That's the thing that annoys me. So I'm hoping you'll be doing the setting up of.
No, you wouldn't have to, because you're the great leader.
Thank you.
So we can find someone else to... How about Chuck Winkle could be Minister for setting up Buckaroo?
Well, we're getting words on the wires from the AP that Chuck Winkle may actually be facing life imprisonment, and in America, life means life. Simon, thank you very much indeed. 03444991000. Hisako, stay there. We're going to come to you after this break, I promise. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. With time to change, 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more.
Jacked up jive talk for janitors, jazz cats, and gin-soaked boys and girls.
Jackamondo.
If you're awake, you're welcome.
I've got 5 cactus needles stuck in my...
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with time to change. We're going to take calls straight to air. Skype's going a bit crazy, but we have Hisako. Good evening, Hisako.
Good evening. Good morning from Japan.
Morning. Ohio gozaimasu. How are you doing? Genki desu?
It's okay, but I had a dizzy this morning, so...
A dizzy?
Not really, yeah, dizzy.
What happened? Why did you have a dizzy?
Maybe from the stress, my doctor said.
Uh-oh. Why are you stressed? Work.
For the working.
Work and money.
Too much hard work.
Too much work and not enough money.
No, never.
What can we do to make you less stressed?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I never know.
Oh. Do you like music?
But I'm happy for living, so
okay.
Don't worry.
Well, I do worry. I don't want you to, I know that stress is hard work. And I know that in Japanese culture, you are encouraged to work harder and harder and harder.
Yeah, that's right.
So you have to look after yourself.
Yeah, I should do. I'm doing.
Maybe tomorrow you can look after yourself.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm off today.
What do you do for fun?
Fun?
Yes.
Fun. Laughing.
Oh.
Laughing.
Wow.
Do
you watch?
That's good.
Do you watch films or listen to music or?
They not make me laughing. Just I realize funny things.
Yeah.
Every time. It's okay.
Hisako, we're going to come up with a plan in our revolutionised country. We're going to come up with a plan to make you happy. That's what we're going to do.
I see.
That's what we're going to do.
You make me happy.
There we go.
You make me laughing.
When you were a little girl, what did you like doing?
I'm go around different place.
Yeah.
Like adventure,
You used to like going on adventures?
Yeah.
Well, you need to go on an adventure now.
Other children doesn't like to go with me because their parents scold them. So.
Were you considered? Did the parents think you were naughty?
I'm quite naughty.
Oh. Gosh.
I didn't help much my mother, so...
Well, you need to go... Now you're a grown woman, you need to go on an adventure.
Not really. I've been to UK.
That was years ago.
And, yeah. And New Zealand.
Oh.
Almost I went to go around them than Japan.
Yeah.
And I've been America, USA.
Yeah. Where did you go to in
Canada.
America? Where did you go to in America?
Santa Fe and Nashville.
Oh, they're interesting.
I met Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynn?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
How did you meet Loretta Lynn?
My purpose to America that I will meet Loretta Lynn. So
yeah. And you met her?
Yeah, I met her.
What did she say?
I went to her lunch too for the hitchhiking.
Hang on, you hitchhiked with Loretta Lynn?
Yeah,
what?
House.
Oh, you went?
House.
You hitchhiked to Loretta Lynn's house?
Motorway.
Yeah.
From the motorway because that's a Saturday.
Yes.
So no tour buses running. So I hitchhike.
And what did you say? So a driver pulled over and you went, Loretta Lynn's house, please.
Yeah.
Flipping it.
Right.
No wonder the other parents thought you would scold their children for playing with you, though your adventures are mental.
I wouldn't be allowed to play out with you either.
What did Loretta Lynn... for those who don't know, she's a very famous country and western singer.
She was not there in the house. I met... do you know the fanfare, country music fanfare?
Yes.
It's all... Every year is and second week of June.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there.
Did you now? When you say you met her, did you speak to her?
Yeah, but I'm not really speaking. But she said, just a smile.
She said, "Get off of my front lawn! Get off of my front lawn, you weirdo!"
After I watching, and watching her, but she scared me.
Yeah,
really, because
Asian
girl is just one, only me.
Yeah.
No other people, all American.
Yeah.
So.
How did you find...
She be scared, but
yeah.
The fan club that member told her I'm okay, you know, because I've been before. She came over there. I talked with her, you know, that member.
When I came to Japan and when we went to... I think it was Kyoto. It might have been Osaka. Yeah. I think it was Kyoto. Yeah. We went to a country and western bar outside Kyoto.
We have in Kyoto. I've been there.
The Honky Tonk Bar. Have you been to the Honky Tonk Bar?
Yeah.
With Bo Yatani?
Because, that's
insane.
Yeah, that's good.
I got up on stage with the band and sang a Glenn Campbell song.
I see.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
it's almost as good as meeting Loretta Lynn.
I think Kobe has a country western band.
Well, this is the thing. Japan is a strange country. Japan is very Americanized because, of course, after World War II, it was occupied by the Americans for years. That's why baseball is so big in Japan, because Americans were there for years.
Because the American base is around Japan, so they are staying long time.
And the Americans were there from the end of the war. Didn't they leave in about 1958 or something?
Oh.
You don't know. Something like that. They left.
No.
They were there for about 10 years, hence why Japan is quite Americanized. You like country and western music, do you?
No. Much every music is okay, but
no, not much. I just go to the singers' houses
because why I went to meet the Loretta Lynn because I see her movie.
Okay.
Japan.
Oh, there was a movie. Is there a movie about her?
Coal Miner's Daughter.
Coal Miner's Daughter. Say it again.
That was song. Call Mana's daughter.
I love the Japanese accent. Someone, we're not saying it to laugh at you. Genuinely, we love it so much. Hey, we found a Japanese TV show. Have you heard of a program called Terraced House?
I know. I think that's based on the Ainoli.
Well,
Ainoli Love Wagon. That's traveling around the world with a couple, or
I don't know that, but
couple,
the Terraced House is on Netflix, okay? And so they get.
Ainoli started Netflix too.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
But is it a big show in Japan? Terraced House.
So.
Oh, can you tell us? We were watching.
I didn't know that when you talked about Terraced House. So
we were watching it, and we were wondering about the people who are not in the house, the people who watch it and comment.
I see.
Who is the guy with the glasses? Is he a comedian?
I never watched that. So.
You need to watch it.
Yeah, I just checked where you talked about Terraced House. So, but it's based on the Ainoli. That's
Ainoli.
Love Wagon.
Love Wagon.
So are they supposed to fall in love with each other in this house?
Yeah.
Wow, naughty.
That's right.
Hang on, Love Wagon is on Netflix.
Because Japanese have no time to fall in love with.
This is a great problem in Japan, is that no babies are being born.
No.
Not no babies, but there's been a big drop in the number of babies being born because young men and women, young men in particular, are having relationships online instead of going out and meeting women.
We married with the house, actually.
You are?
No, women.
Women.
Married. Because...
you're married to the house?
When married after, they get trouble sometimes.
Right.
With stepmother or stepfather. Or,
oh, God. You make it sound like...
family problem.
Yeah, so they get married to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes sense,
Well, yeah, in a crazy way. Hisako, listen, I'm going to let you go. Your English is sounding better than it did the other day. I think you're less tired.
All right.
So it's always nice talking to you. We'll speak next week.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I like
Bye-bye.
her. I like her. Oh, I like her a lot.
I found Ainori Love Wagon Asian Journey.
What is this?
It's on Netflix. 7 men and women board a pink bus in search of true love. You're going to find it on a pink bus.
It's Japanese.
On a journey through Asia with strangers, their goal is to return to Japan as a couple.
What the heck?
Genre, TV programmes, romantic TV programmes, reality TV. Netflix original.
We've got so much TV to watch. I mean, really, really have. This is incredible.
Oh, yeah, that looks good, that one.
Incredible work. 0344 499 1000. We're going to take calls straight to air. I've seen a couple of calls that I've missed. We'll get those in a bit, and we've got some people on Skype as well that I'll try and ring back. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
499 1000. Call straight to air. I'm just going to try this. Let's see who we've got. Someone's been trying to call us on the old Skypington, and I keep missing them, so I'm giving them a call now. Hello?
Sorry.
Hello? Hello, you're on the... Oh, you're on the Talk Radio. You tried to call us?
Yeah, I was trying to video.
Oh, you can video if you want.
I didn't find you. Okay,
listen, I'm going to let you go. Your English. Hang on, turn your radio because you're on now. Turn off the speaker that you're listening on.
I think you're less tired. All right.
Turn that speaker off.
It's always nice. Okay, then I'll video you back.
Okay. Okay. I like this Skype edition, and it's a slow burner, but the stuff we're getting is gold. Is very funny, getting some brilliant stories from around the world, different voices and accents from around the world. And we talked about this not really being a dangerous show at all. You know, we've got a 7-second delay and neither of us want to lose our job. But it adds attention, doesn't it? It adds attention, because you don't, attention, not attention, attention, because you just don't know. Here we go, this fella's calling back.
And it's another ball to juggle, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, sweet God! What the bloody hell is that?
Hello. Stop.
You see that? This is terrifying. I'm going to show the periscopers. What is this? This is terrifying.
Yeah.
He's got a scary mask
I'm getting
on.
ready for Halloween.
Well, you ready?
I don't know if he has got a mask on. That is, I think his flesh has fallen off.
How are you anyway?
If you're watching on Periscope, you'll get the joke. That's very... Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right, Spyro. How are you doing, mate?
Great.
What are you up to?
Getting ready for Halloween, scare the kids.
Yo! You don't open the door to trick-and-treaters like that, do you?
I'm gonna. Well, actually, what I might do is when they actually ring the bell...
Yes.
I'll go round the back and come up the alley.
You can't do that!
Why?
Because the kids, you go to prison, and if someone did that to my kids, I'd deck them.
Not just kids. Me, I would soil my pants.
Well, sell them on eBay, as we talked about earlier on. You get a punch in the nose if you did that to my boys.
I've had many punches before.
Well, okay. I love Halloween. I love it. It's brilliant. We buy a shed load of...
What are you waggling your head for?
You're waggling your head like a lunatic. You nut job.
I'm glad you won the award anyway.
What's he doing with his finger? What's he doing with his finger? He's got very hairy knuckles.
Yeah.
You've got very hairy knuckles.
Because I'm a werewolf.
Yeah.
Underneath it.
Thanks for calling. What? He's a weirdo. That's what he is. Red rum.
Terrifying.
That was freaky deaky, wasn't it?
These people live amongst us.
Yeah. 0344. Thank you for that, Spyro. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Calls straight to her. I like Halloween. I like it. We have a shed load of sweets, and we kind of have... You can buy these tubs, can't you, that's got all kinds of sweeties in there and stuff.
Yeah.
And when we have a couple of those big tubs, and when the kids come, knock on the door, oh, you're terrifying. Oh, my goodness. Oh, please. Right, if I give you some sweets, will you go away?
I really look forward to seeing them.
Love it. And I give them the bucket and say, right, you can put a hand in. If there's one kid on his own, you say, go on, you can have 2 handfuls. If there's a group of kids, you grab a handful each. Perfect. Some houses, and our street is great, our little sort of few streets, because if there's a pumpkin outside that's lit, you're in.
Yes.
You're in. You knock on the door.
That's the standard etiquette now, isn't it?
We don't knock on anyone that hasn't got anything outside. And some of them, they don't want to be disturbed. So they've got the pumpkin out, and then they've got like a big bucket of sweets, and they've got a little sign saying, 1 handful each, please. And don't knock on the door. Perfect, fine. And because the kids love it. The kids absolutely love it. I wish we'd had it when I was 6, 7, 8. It would have been such a thrill.
We didn't do a trick or treating when I was a kid, but my mum used to let us dress up and we'd have a little party, and it was fun sitting in the dark. That's what it is about, isn't it? And my kids love just what, because my mum lives round the corner and my father-in-law lives round the other corner, and we've got family friends that live just a little bit further along. So we've got a definite route, people who are waiting to see them, and they'll all do the face of horror when they see them and pretend to be frightened, and it's safe and it's people who are expecting them and they love it. Yeah. And the kids, the most exciting bit for them is walking about in the dark.
Oh, it's wonderful. Hello, caller, you're live on Talk Radio.
Hello, it's me, Babcock.
Hello, David, how you doing, mate?
I'm
I don't know, how are you two?
I'm all right. You must be busy this time of year. It's kind of your Christmas, isn't it, ghost hunting-wise?
It's not worked out how I'd like it to be, Kath.
Oh, why? What's happened?
Well, no one's booked me.
Oh. Maybe they thought you would be busy. Maybe they just assumed.
The mother. Hey, Ian.
Yes.
I've got because I was listening to an interview you did a while ago.
Is he drunk? He's really slurring.
I hope so.
No. Just I'm a bit tired.
Yeah.
Listened to an interview you did, and you said that you could your listenership currently is made up of people from current people and then previous stations that come along the way.
Yes.
In your head, could you divide them up into different batches?
Yes, I do actually. Yeah.
Right, and I won't be offended, but have you got which batch would you say is best?
The best batch, I would say, is the people that listen to me on LBC,
right?
But stopped listening to me on Absolute in 3 counties, and they didn't start listening to me again until I came here.
Have you got particular names?
Sorry?
Have you got particular names?
Specific names of people?
Yeah.
Well, no. Are you angling for me to say that I think you're a good listener?
No, not particularly.
Because I think you're one of the worst.
Right. Not even slightly better than Andre? Or...
Below Andre.
Oh, no, that's harsh.
Yeah, it's true, though.
Above Paul and Stoke Porges?
You are below this caller. I don't know who this caller is. Let's see. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Am I on the air now?
Yeah. You, David, are below that caller.
Gosh.
It's not looking good, is it?
It's not looking great, buddy, is it?
Even worse than Nigel?
Nigel's one of my favourites. I think he's a genius. Yeah. Anyway, it's a funny old game, isn't it? 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio, with time to change. 1 in 4 of us, guys, and gals, I use guys in the non-gender specific way, will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. No lock-in tonight as we're off to Hull tomorrow.
And we're shattered.
And we are shattered. Yes, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Am I? Bloody hell. I thought there'd be a bit of a check before... come on.
We're taking calls straight
how are we doing? What are we talking about?
I don't know.
I haven't actually been listening to the radio.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, I've just been, I turned 30 on Tuesday. And because I was working, this is the only day I've had to celebrate turning 30. So I spent it drinking 2 bottles of wine and listening to vinyl records. Because I'm hipster like that, you know?
Vinyl records, you say?
I do, yeah.
So you're feeling a little bit merry, are you?
Well, you will be at 1:15 in the night. The one thing I wanted to say or talk about, because I have no idea where anything about this. You know Brian May?
Yes.
Yeah. He, in apparently 1989, he released Who Wants to Live Forever, yeah? For the British Bone Marrow Donor Appeal.
Yes.
But it says, sung by Ian and Belinda. And on the front cover, there's one boy looking, I don't know, bit of a clown, and a woman leaning on Brian May's shoulder.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Ian and Belinda? The 2 people singing on the record.
I'd never heard of Ian and Belinda before.
Well, I hadn't either, but it was £2 in the charity shop, so I thought I'd give it a gamble.
Right.
And, yeah, So I thought I'd raise awareness of
the plight
Iain
of
and Belinda.
Iain and Belinda.
Singing Who Wants to Live Forever for Brian May.
Hang on a second. The line 2. Do you know what happened to Iain and Belinda?
I think Belinda ran off with the milkman, and I'm not sure about the other one.
Does that answer your question, caller?
Well, no, because she's 13 on the record.
Well,
so
that was how long ago was that? 30 years ago?
Well, 1989.
So yeah, 30 years ago.
Yeah, but when did she run off with him?
Well, when she was of legal age, of course.
Dodgy ground here now.
Why are you celebrating your 30th on your own? Was that a choice, or just the way it's happened?
Who knows? I mean, I went to the doctor on, a week ago.
Yeah.
No, over a week ago, for depression stuff.
Here we go. Go on.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go. Now we're getting to it. Now we're getting to it. Let's have it. Come on. Well done for going to the doctors. That's a big step. What did they say?
Moderate depression, the big D, he said.
Yeah. Oh, the beast. He called it the big D.
I was looking at him. I was thinking, you don't know me personally, mate. I haven't even took my trousers down at this point.
You don't have to take your trousers down to be diagnosed with the big D. That much I know.
No, but a big D is slang for a...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's a millennial joke.
A big dick.
Voice of experience there, I think.
Don't ask me how I know.
But go on. So are you saying... And I'm aware you've had 2 bottles of wine tonight, so it's slightly I'm shouting through frosted glass. But are you saying that you don't have any friends?
No, I have friends. But it's I live a fair bit away from them, and the wife is in bed. Sorry, and the only person keeping me company is the dog.
Did your wife not feel like celebrating your 30th with you tonight?
Well, she did, but as I said, we was 30 on Tuesday, and we went for a curry and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But all I wanted to do was just sit on my own, listen to the records, as I said, and drink a few. Say 2 bottles because that's all I bought. So yeah, that's how I want to spend my 30th. So,
well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
No, I was going to say, and so are you feeling a little bit maudlin now? A little bit sanguine, a little bit introspective, a little bit sad?
Well, I don't know. I was on, I can't even pronounce the name of the thing, the Cytoflam or Cyto, whatever it is.
Citalopram.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And it's, from what I read, you're not meant to feel anything for like the first 2 weeks. It's sort of finding its feet, sort of thing.
Yeah, it takes about 2 or 3 weeks to start doing something.
Yeah, but yesterday I didn't take it from pure like forgetting about it, sort of thing.
Yeah,
and honestly, I felt like I was going back to the like being all angry and everything. Like every clown on the road.
Yeah,
for some reason, I just wanted to...
The thing with those drugs is the effect is accumulative, which means you've got to take it every day, and if you miss it a day, well, then I have been told, and you need to speak to your doctor, but I have been told that if I, to take it as soon as I remember, but the antidepressants are well known for if you miss a day, they can make your head feel like you've got electric shock. Some people describe it as, or you can feel a bit woozy or a bit nauseous or something like that.
See, all I felt was just like bloody, like, just numb, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it makes total sense.
Just like looking at him. But what I want to say as well, while you're on the phone, is that this has been going on for like a year or something before I actually went to the doctor.
Yeah.
But from everything that you've gone through and everything, it's made it feel a bit more normal, if that makes sense. Like, I know you have your own problems and everything, but thinking it's not that much of a what's the word? An easy way out of difficult situations.
What are you still playing records now?
No, I didn't want to be rude.
No. Well, what are you going to put on? What are you going to put on when you finish this phone call?
The next record to the Bruce Springsteen chapter and verse record.
I'm not very up on Bruce Springsteen. I've got a big Bruce Springsteen-shaped hole in my musical knowledge, but that sounds like an excellent choice.
Well, I've got Shine a Light from Billy Bragg if you want to have that one.
Yeah, go on, put on a bit of Billy Bragg.
Oh, Jesus,
For God's sake, don't wake your wife up, otherwise, really...
Nah, she'll be fine.
She's lucky enough to have me, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she is. She is.
To be fair, I had to stop myself from calling her the bird. I have been for the last 9 years.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, is that sexist?
If she's cool with it, we're cool with it.
Well, she's asleep, so who knows?
Who knows?
Well, are you in Birmingham at all with that rabbit hole thing?
Well, this is the thing. We're in Wolverhampton on Saturday, November the 4th, and we were offered Wolverhampton or Birmingham, and I should have gone for Birmingham, because we've got an audience in Birmingham, we don't got one in Wolverhampton. Never mind, you lives and learns. So we're in Wolverhampton. That's the closest we're coming for a while, I'm afraid.
Well, I will try my best to come there and say and shake hands with it and buy you a pint. Do you drink?
I don't drink, mate.
Not at all?
Nope.
Not even water?
Jesus.
With
material like that. Listen, go and enjoy your evening, and maybe we'll see you next week. Take care, man.
Yeah, take care, mate.
Thanks for the call. There we go. It's the strains of Billy Bragg. Hello, line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, how you doing? I'm just hearing my dad whipping up some pancakes. In your opinion, what's the best pancake filling?
I'm classic. Lemon and sugar.
Yeah, I like a cheeky Nutella now and again, you know.
That is, you are disgusting.
Disgusting?
You don't put Nutella.
Oh, dear.
You don't put Nutella on a pancake.
Nutella on a pancake. You don't put flipping lemon on a pancake.
Of course you put flipping lemon on a pancake. When I was growing up, all you were allowed to put on was lemon on a pancake. Then we bloody joined Europe, and then it's like jam, and it's bananas, and it's Nutella, and it's Marmite, and it's ice cream, and it's wrong. It should be you get a plastic lemon, not a real lemon, you muppet. You get a plastic lemon, and you squeeze lemon juice all over it.
That's quite vicious.
Thank you very much indeed for calling. Who's coming on with his Nutella?
Millennials.
And the thing is, it never was a real lemon. Suppose we didn't have real lemons when is Pancake? It's March.
Shrove, yeah, it's March.
So we wouldn't have had, in the 70s and 80s, we wouldn't have had lemons in March.
No, you have a squeezy one.
Yeah, that's why I get a squeezy one. The thing is, we'd have
bit
the
of sugar as well.
We'd have the squeezy one. It'd be like one from like 2 years ago, still in the fridge.
You keep them for ages. You get a bit of brown residue around the spout, but you can wipe that off.
Catherine, please don't discuss your medical problems on the show. It's neither the time nor the place.
There's no brown residue around my spout.
Oh, dearie me.
I haven't checked lately, though.
Oh, man, I'm tired. I'm really, really tired.
Nutella.
Nutella.
There'll be none of that post-Brexit.
I don't like any of that. You know, I'm not a fan of chocolate and nuts, really. I don't really think the two go together. Don't like. And Nutella, I think, is disgusting. Chocolate spread as well on toast. I'll get real.
It is quite claggy.
Well...
Oh, dearie me. Bag puss.
Probably the last call of the evening. Go on, line 2.
Don't forget that you phone on Pancake Day.
Sorry?
Don't forget there's pancakes on display.
He's talking about Pancake Day, but I don't... Yes?
Okay, Mr. Yes? Okay.
No?
Yes. Stick on your arm.
Stick up your bum, you're saying.
I'll stick you up my bum. No, I won't do that.
No,
I
don't
mean
do
that. At all.
Gosh.
No, I don't mean that at all.
So remember... Spring back, fall forward, right?
Yeah, spring back, fall forward. So on Saturday night, I normally do it the night before, but technically it's like 1 o'clock on the morning of the Sunday. The clocks go forward. You're going to lose an hour's sleep, guys. Although, if you've got kids... Well,
they don't respect that
no,
stuff.
they don't respect any of that stuff. Oh, tell you what I'm dreading. I've got a load of stuff out there I've got to pack up. I'm dreading that. I'm dreading the drive home. I'm dreading getting into bed. I'm dreading falling asleep. I'm dreading getting up. I'm dreading coming to get you. I'm dreading driving to Hull. I'm dreading everything.
What a ray of sunshine.
This weekend's going to be bloody miserable. Just tired, man. God, I've had 3.5 hours sleep since I was last sat in this chair. You wouldn't even treat cattle as badly as that.
I've been like this all week, and yet look at me, sprightly.
Shut up, man. You've been grumpy this week. You've had a right cob on. We will be back on Monday at 10 o'clock. Don't forget, go and download the podcasts. Go and tell everyone they can listen to Talk Radio on DAB, on app and online. This has been the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, her Katherine Boyle, on Talk Radio, with time to change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more. Go and download the podcast. If you type in Iain Lee, Talk Radio or Rabbit Hole, get that one as well. We'll be back on Monday at 10, and maybe we'll see you in Hull on Sunday. Ta-ta!